Mike Hernandez presents a stupid idea made by an introverted, self-conscious piece of shit who dropped out of college and is never going to do anything to contribute to society.
That's not the fucking script I gave you. Also, you work for Fiverr.
Have you ever been in a situation where you have too much college debt, or you don't want to have any repercussions for your actions, where you're in a situation kind of like where you better off be dead? I thought of a solution for that problem because I have that problem as well. And so what I figured might be a great way to go about that is actually to rent a yacht and fake my own death. And today I've made a product that exactly helps those subset of people that want to get that done. And it is using this propane tank as an oxygen tank as a mini scuba fucking thing. And you're gonna see it happen. So the next part is gonna be being pelted by brass parts. This is an adapter that can actually take this propane and turn it into like a regular tank extension. This is a T adapter or whatever that splits this off. That way I can have a tank fill valve to be able to reinflate this with a bike pump. That way, you know, you can, once you run out of air, you can actually just go back to land, refill it with a regular bike pump, and then, you know, go back on your way. Fuck. And this is actually what adapts it to the standard scuba hose size. And this is not one of those ghetto things where it's just like you're putting your mouth on here. There's actually a scuba second stage regulator. Give me the fucking right. And so anyway, this goes right in here at the top. And then once this all screws together, you should have what's actually like the least ghetto thing that I've built, which is really not that hard because they just screw together. Oh, I'm out of shape. The continuity of this has been totally fucked up. I know this just jumped in frame. This is the Teflon tape. We're actually gonna have to use that to hold the seal so that none of the air escapes. If you don't use this blue tape, you're basically fucked and it's not gonna work at all. So make sure you get a little roll of this. It's like $1. But before we build this, we're actually gonna have to drain all the propane out to make sure that we don't die. Because if I were to just use this right now, I would definitely be dead, like for sure. There would be no chance of me surviving that. And sometimes I kind of wish that that's the case, but not today. So, you know, we're gonna go ahead and go outside for this, drain this out, and we will be right back. Oh, so that should work. Fuck you, Elon Musk. Dad came out as the firefighter and sprayed me with water, and it still didn't go out. But yeah, now we have a usable air tank for our supply, so that I can fake my death and finally get rid of all my college loans and all that, you know. I also have my tasty snack I roasted over the fire. Delicious. So this is a part where we're actually building the thing. Right now I'm putting Teflon tape on all the parts, tightening it up. This is really the only assembly that's required. It's pretty easy to do, one of the shorter projects that I've done. So this concludes building it. Now we actually have a test where we're in the car, I'm breathing from it, I'm inflating it, purging the propane. You'll also notice the lack of audio because my videographer has no clue how to turn the microphone switch on, so yeah.
Alright, so how do you feel to have audio back? Because there was no audio for everything,
nice.
Everything else.
Notice how my socks don't match. That's important for this to work. Anybody who wears matching socks is gonna notice that it's not working. So, now, as you can see, it only takes me about 5 minutes of pumping and being fully out of breath to do that, but full breath of clean, fresh air.
With propane mixed in it.
You can tell this regulator is not meant to handle this, even though on Amazon it said it would go to 135 PSI and it only went to 120? Fucking Chinese goods, man. So anyway, I've been doing some testing intermittently just to make sure that it's safe. It seems like it's working just fine, but right now I'm gonna do like a full length test and see how many minutes or seconds or whatever I can actually go without breathing regular air and instead just breathing from this. It might be skewed because I'm out of breath from 30 minutes of this, but should be a relatively scientific test. At least enough to see that this will probably work underwater. Starting 1 minute timer in 3, 2, 1. You saw me run out of air. Well, I didn't die. And looks like the human body can actually live off of this for at least a minute. So yeah, I think that we can easily do a minute and a half or something underwater. Seems plausible. There are ways to improve the efficiency of this if we decided to raise the pressure of this. But this thing can barely handle 145 PSI. This thing can handle probably 200 to 300 PSI, I'm guessing. So we need to get a first stage regulator to take that down to 145. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this, like the video. If you want to subscribe to see more of this crazy
Where the fuck are
crackhead
you
shit.
ending it? We're not even done with the YouTube video.
Yeah, but we
yet.
can still use this as an end.
No, fuck you.
I'm gonna take you on a ride. We're gonna burn through the night. Why you're so salty? I'll still take a bite.
Yeah, so here's another part that doesn't have any audio because, you know, we're underwater, so it's just like sloshing noises and shit. I also made an interesting discovery about my lineage. Ancestry.com says that I'm 100% Cuban, but after seeing myself try to swim, I'm pretty sure that I'm not.
Was that awesome or what?
That's fucking dope.
So most of this time we've actually just been like going through the pool having fun. Now's the time to actually try to time it and see how long I can actually last with my scuba device if I was in a life-threatening circumstance, if my car falls into some water,
Or you're trying to fake
or
your
if
own
I'm trying
death.
to fake my death with a yacht on fire.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's try it.
Okay, so here's another example of my poor swimming skills. You can see that I'm floating because I'm overweight, and I'm struggling to stop myself from floating back to the surface. I have my hands up, I'm trying to fucking push my head against the wall. My legs are fucking twist-tied on the metal railing that goes through the pool, trying to hold on to something just so I can support my own weight for once in my life.
I have no idea how long that was, but yeah, we'll have the timer.
Yeah. So that was however long that was. Probably like I think more than a minute.
Probably not,
just
but we've only been recording for a minute and 35 seconds.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Part of the problem with this is that after a certain amount of time, the amount of air that you can draw in quickly goes down. So like, I'm struggling to pull the air through this tiny little connector. There's a way to fix that pretty easily, but I just didn't feel like doing it. So yeah, but there's still some air in here. It just doesn't come out very quickly. That's not bad though. I physically could not have done that without this. I would have come up for breath
Yes,
at least
because
3
you're fat.
times. Because I'm just out of shape. But I imagine somebody who has a really great set of lungs and ability to hold their breath for a long period of time easily could double or triple, quadruple the amount of time that they spend underwater. I'm just not an amazing example. So
So now you have the tool you
you
need.
should try it. Let's switch places.
Okay.
You should try it.
Okay, I didn't know that was gonna happen, but alright.
He starts off with a real strong start, has his hands up at the right place. You can see he's not flailing around. He definitely has done this before. You can see the look in his eyes. He's dedicated, he's concentrated, he's not thinking about anything. He's fixing his hair because clearly your hair needs to be good on video when you're underwater. And what you can see is he's starting to outperform me because he has Olympic genetics. Either that or I'm just an amazing inventor and everything I make works. Yeah, I think he actually ends up going for like another 30 seconds or so, but you can see that his Ultra Chad genetics just play a big role in giving him aerobic capacity that I just don't have.
That was pretty dope. How long was that?
That was 3 minutes almost.
If you guys made it this far into the video, thank you so much. I'm glad you guys got to see through this content. I'm actually gonna make a V2 of this. I'm planning on it with some minor adjustments. The biggest issue with this is that this actually can handle way more pressure than we're giving it, but this part can't handle it. So we're gonna have to make a way to take this pressure down with a first stage regulator that we don't have right now. So basically I'm gonna be adding that in, and theoretically we should be able to get way more performance out of this, potentially double or triple. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you guys subscribe if you wanna see more shit. And yeah, that's the fucking end of it. All right, I'm gonna do a whole different take because I didn't like that. You see this scuba thing? It's dope. You wanna see more of this? Click the subscribe button to see one that lasts 3 times as long. Do you wanna last 3 times longer? whether it's in bed, whether it's underwater while you're scuba diving, whether it's when you're eating your food and you're savoring the food, 3 times longer. Stick around for the V2 scuba tank, and then you will reap the benefits of this subscription. So I'm urging you right now, go do that before. Hold on, do not cut. Here it is. Hold on. I said hold on. Oh shit.